Maya loved hiking with her older brother, Sam. They knew every trail in the Catskill Mountains. Today, they wanted to explore deeper into the forest than ever before. The autumn leaves crunched beneath their boots. Their backpacks bounced with each step they took up the rocky path. "Look over there!" Sam pointed through the thick pine trees. A small wooden cabin sat hidden in the shadows. Vines covered the walls like green fingers. The roof sagged in the middle, and one window was completely broken. Nobody had lived there for many, many years. Maya felt nervous. "Should we go inside? It looks kind of creepy." Sam grinned and pulled out his flashlight. "Come on, it'll be an adventure. Maybe we'll find something cool." They walked slowly toward the mysterious cabin. Dead leaves piled against the door. The wood looked dark and rotten. Sam pushed the door. It creaked loudly and swung open. Dust filled the air, making them both cough. Inside, they saw an old table, a broken chair, and cobwebs everywhere. A strange smell filled their noses. It smelled like wet wood and something else they couldn't quite identify at all. "This place is ancient," Maya whispered. Her voice echoed in the empty room. Sam stepped carefully across the wooden floor. Suddenly, one board made a weird hollow sound under his foot. "Did you hear that?" he asked. Maya nodded. Something felt different about that spot on the floor. Sam knelt down and brushed away the thick dust. The floorboard looked different from the others around it. He pressed on it gently. It moved slightly under his hand. "Maya, I think this board is loose. Help me pull it up." She joined him on the floor. Together, they grabbed the edge of the wooden plank. It lifted easily, revealing a dark space underneath. Sam shined his flashlight into the hole. They both gasped at exactly the same time. Below them sat stacks and stacks of money. Real paper bills, all wrapped in rubber bands. "Is that real?" Maya's hands shook with excitement and fear. Sam reached down carefully. He grabbed one stack and held it up to the light coming through the window. They were $20 bills, old ones, but definitely real. His heart pounded so hard he could hear it in his ears. They pulled up more boards. The hidden space was huge, maybe 6 feet long. Money filled every single inch of it. Hundreds of bundles lay stacked in neat rows. "There must be thousands of dollars here," Sam said. Actually, it looked like way more than that to him now. Maya suddenly felt scared. "Sam, why would someone hide this much money? Something bad must have happened here." She looked around the cabin nervously. What if the owner came back right now? What if they got in trouble? Her stomach felt tight and uncomfortable. This didn't feel right anymore. Sam sat back on his heels. "You're right. Normal people don't hide cash under floors. We should call Mom and Dad." He pulled out his phone. No signal. They were too deep in the mountains. The cabin felt colder now, like the walls were watching them closely. "Let's take one picture for proof," Maya suggested. She snapped a photo with her phone. The flash made the dark cabin bright for just 1 second. Then Sam carefully put the floorboards back. They needed to get help fast. This was way too big for them. They ran outside into the fresh air. The sunshine felt good after being in that creepy place. "We need to find the trail markers," Sam said. They started walking quickly back the way they came. Behind them, the cabin disappeared into the trees. It kept its secret again. After 20 minutes of hiking, Sam's phone buzzed. One bar of signal appeared. He immediately called their dad. "Dad, you won't believe what we found. There's an old cabin with money hidden under the floor. Like tons of money. We need help right away." Their dad's voice sounded worried. "Stay exactly where you are." Don't go back to that cabin. I'm calling the police right now." Sam felt relieved. Adults would know what to do. Maya sat on a rock, catching her breath. Everything felt like a strange dream that didn't seem quite real. Within an hour, 2 police officers hiked up to meet them. Officer Rodriguez was tall and serious. Officer Chen smiled kindly at the nervous kids. "Can you take us to this cabin?" she asked gently. Maya and Sam nodded. They led the way back through the forest. The cabin looked even more sinister now. Officer Rodriguez examined the outside carefully. "This place has been abandoned for decades," he said quietly. Inside, Sam showed them exactly where the loose floorboards were hidden. The officers used gloves to lift the wood. "Kids, you need to leave immediately," Officer Chen said firmly. "This is now a crime scene. We'll need special teams up here." Sam and Maya didn't argue at all. They gladly hiked back down with another officer who had just arrived. Questions bounced around in their heads like ping-pong balls. At the police station, a detective named Harris interviewed them. She was patient and kind. "You kids did the right thing by calling us. That cabin belonged to the Moretti family years ago. They were involved in organized crime. Very dangerous people back in the day. Before your time." Maya's eyes grew wide. "Like the mafia?" Detective Harris nodded slowly. "Exactly like that. The Morettis used it as a hideout in the 1970s and 80s. They disappeared after the FBI arrested most of the family. Nobody knew about this cabin. You made an important discovery today. Truly important." The next day, news reporters filled their front yard. Maya and Sam watched from the window. Cameras pointed everywhere. "Local kids discover $5 million in mob money," the headline read. Sam couldn't believe that number. $5 million had been sitting under those floorboards all along. Detective Harris visited that afternoon. She sat with the whole family. The FBI counted the money. It's exactly $5 million in small bills, probably from illegal activities decades ago. The Moretti family is gone now. Most are in prison or have died already. Nobody can claim it legally. "What happens to the money?" their mom asked nervously. The detective smiled. "After the investigation concludes, you might receive a finder's fee. Could be a substantial amount. You'll definitely be rewarded for your honesty. Many people would have kept it secret and stolen the cash themselves." Sam and Maya looked at each other. They'd done the right thing. Sure, they could have taken the money, but it belonged to criminals. It represented pain and suffering for innocent people. They felt proud of their choice, even if it had been scary. Doing right always matters most. Their dad hugged them both. "I'm so proud of you two. You found a fortune and stayed honest. That takes real character." Maya smiled. This had been the craziest adventure of her entire life. She couldn't wait to tell her friends at school about their incredible discovery tomorrow. 3 weeks passed before Detective Harris called again. "Can you come to the station? I have news about your case." The family drove there immediately. Maya's stomach fluttered with nervous butterflies. What would the detective tell them now? She squeezed Sam's hand in the back seat tightly. At the station, Detective Harris led them to a private room. Special Agent Morrison from the FBI sat there too. He shook everyone's hands professionally. "Your children helped us close a very old case. The Moretti family stole that money from several banks. We can finally mark this investigation as solved. The money has been processed as evidence," Agent Morrison continued. "Since no legitimate owners exist and the Moretti family assets were seized years ago, the finder's fee applies. You'll receive $200,000. That's the standard percentage for discoveries like this. Congratulations to your brave children. $200,000. Maya couldn't even imagine that much money. Their parents looked shocked and happy. Sam's mouth hung open. "Is that really real?" he finally asked. Agent Morrison laughed. "Very real. The check will arrive in 6 weeks. Use it wisely. Maybe save for college, right?" On the drive home, they talked excitedly. Mom suggested putting most in savings accounts. Dad wanted to take one nice family vacation first. Maya dreamed about the new art supplies she could buy. Sam wanted a better computer. Everything felt amazing and overwhelming at the exact same time. School became weird for a while. Everyone wanted to hear the story. Kids treated Sam and Maya like celebrities. Teachers asked them to share during current events. Local newspapers interviewed them again. Maya felt uncomfortable with all the attention from strangers. She just wanted things normal again. "I miss when people talk to us about regular stuff," she told Sam one day. He agreed completely. Fame wasn't as fun as it seemed on TV. They were just normal kids who happened to find something. Nothing about them had really changed inside. They were still the same people as before. Their best friends stayed the same, which helped a lot. Jake and Emma didn't treat them differently. "You guys are still terrible at basketball," Jake joked. Everyone laughed. Maya felt relieved. Real friends didn't care about money or fame. They cared about who you were as a person. Nothing else. The check finally arrived in a big envelope. Dad took them to the bank. The banker helped them open savings accounts. Most of the money went there for later. Their parents explained about interest and saving for important future goals. It sounded responsible, but kind of boring to the kids, honestly. Still, they each got $5,000 to spend however they wanted. Maya bought art supplies and donated some to the local children's hospital. Sam got his computer and gave money to the animal shelter. Sharing their good fortune felt right. They'd been lucky, so helping others made perfect sense to them. Summer came, and the family took that vacation. They flew to Hawaii for 2 amazing weeks. White beaches stretched forever. Blue waves crashed against the shore. They learned to surf and snorkel. At night, they ate fresh pineapple and watched spectacular sunsets. Maya had never felt so happy and relaxed. "This is because you kids made good choices," Dad said one evening. They sat on the beach watching the sky turn orange and pink. "You could have kept that money secret. You could have been greedy. Instead, you were honest and brave. That's worth more than any amount of money ever could be." Maya understood what he meant now. The money was nice, sure, but the pride she felt inside was better. She'd faced a huge temptation and chosen correctly. That strength would stay with her forever. Money gets spent and disappears. Character lasts your whole life long. That's what really mattered in the end. Back home, reporters gradually stopped calling. Life returned to normal. Maya and Sam hiked the mountains again, but they avoided that area now. The cabin had been torn down by investigators. The forest had reclaimed the spot. Only they knew exactly where it once stood hidden. Sometimes Maya dreamed about that day. In her dreams, the cabin glowed mysteriously. Stacks of money floated in the air like autumn leaves. She always woke up feeling grateful. Grateful they'd found it. Grateful they'd made the right choice. Grateful for the adventure that changed everything forever in their lives. A year later, Detective Harris invited them to a special ceremony. The police department wanted to honor them publicly. Maya wore her nicest dress. Sam put on the tie he hated. They walked into the station feeling nervous. A whole room full of officers and officials waited there. The police chief gave a speech. These young people showed extraordinary integrity. In a world where many choose wrong, they chose right. They represent the best of our community. Today, we present them with the Citizen Hero Award. This honor goes to people who serve justice above personal gain bravely. Maya and Sam walked to the front. Everyone clapped loudly. They received beautiful plaques with their names engraved in gold. Cameras flashed everywhere. Their parents cried happy tears. Maya felt embarrassed, but also proud. They'd done something that mattered, something people would remember for years and years. After the ceremony, other kids approached them. "You guys are so cool," a younger girl said shyly. "I want to be brave like you someday." Sam smiled. "Just always do the right thing, even when it's hard." That's all we did. Anyone can make good choices if they really try hard enough. Walking out of the station, Maya realized something important. Their story would inspire other people. Kids facing tough choices might remember them. Maybe someone else would choose honesty because of what they'd done. That felt better than any money. They'd created a positive ripple in the world that would spread outward forever. Years passed. Maya and Sam grew up. The money in their savings accounts paid for college. Maya studied art. Sam became a computer programmer. They both succeeded in their chosen fields. But they never forgot that autumn day in the mountains. It shaped who they became as adults completely. Sometimes they hiked together during holiday breaks. They'd stand near where the old cabin once stood. The forest had completely erased any trace of it now. Trees grew tall and strong. Animals made homes in the peaceful woods. Nature had healed the place where bad things once happened long ago. "Do you ever regret it?" Sam asked once. "Not keeping the money?" Maya shook her head firmly. "Never. Not even once. We did the right thing, Sam. That's what matters. Besides, we got enough. We got to help people. We learned important lessons. That's worth more than millions." Sam agreed completely. The experience taught them about integrity, courage, and making difficult choices. Those lessons helped them throughout their lives. They faced other challenges with confidence. They always tried to do right, even when wrong seemed easier. That old cabin had given them something precious beyond any dollar amount. As adults, they told the story to their own children eventually. "Always be honest," Maya would say. "Always be brave," Sam would add.